I'm lucky enough to be here at the Santos Tour Down Under, and it's absolutely brilliant for one reason in particular. Actually, there's loads of reasons, but one of the reasons has to be all the riders are in one place, which means I can easily ask some questions. Today, we're going to find out how many bikes does a pro cyclist have? Come on. Elia, how many bikes do you own?
Here 3.
Okay. How about at home?
A lot more. So I think it's at the moment 6 on the road, 7, 8 with the 2-time trial bikes, and from the track a lot. Probably another 4 or 5.
Own 1.
How many have you got at your house though?
4.
Own at home like 4. Yeah.
And what have you got there?
I got one from the Olympics, Ridley. One I became national champion with. The one in the colors, and one Canyon.
Cool. Ever tempted to try and keep any more from the teams?
We'll see by the end of the year. But I always bought the special ones. Like also the Canyon is a Hulk version, so it's always special painting, and this one's always bought. Yeah.
1. I got one normal one for training. And my time trial bikes are 2. Then one's back. I've got a few that I've sort of collected from teams. And if you include, I've got some ones when I was younger, growing up, get a bigger size each year. So probably between the ones I've actually got now from this team and ones that a growing collection of my parents' garage, I've probably got, I'd say 10.
Yeah, I reckon that's about accurate, because I remember I used to go around training with you, didn't I, your mum and dad's, and there was always loads of bikes hanging up, always loads of wheels and stuff. It was like Aladdin's cave.
My dad still has not got rid of anything, so it's still all just there. I mean, we've got probably some wheels I used to race when I was like 13 that are no good to anyone, but we still got them.
Why do we keep this rubbish?
I don't keep it, he keeps it. He always says he's waiting for a big a bike sale to go and sell it all, or find someone good to give it away to, but...
Yeah, I reckon I should hook up with your dad again, and me and him could go to a bike jumble and just get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure he's got some old stuff that would interest you in there as well.
Oh no, I'm going to get in all sorts of trouble if I take more stuff home.
I own 2.
How many have you got though?
How many have I got in my house? That would be 4. And then the next question is, how many do I have access to? So bikes with my name on. And that's considerably more. That would be 4 plus probably 2 TT bikes and 4 race bikes, so 10. And then there's a couple of old hour record bikes kicking around, so 12.
Right. A couple of old hour record bikes kicking around. Yeah, as you do.
Yeah, well, that's ones with my name on.
I didn't count. I have a lot of race bikes with a team. I don't know how many they have in the service course really, but at home I have probably myself 15, 20 bikes.
That's a lot more than I thought you were going to say. Do you ever try and keep them from old teams? Any favourites?
Not really. I always keep my track bikes. So I've always been riding on a track, and I try to keep those bikes. But to keep a race bike from the road every year is quite a lot. So I don't do that.
3.
What have you got?
I got my training bike, mountain bike, and a little town bike.
You haven't got I thought you'd have a track bike or something like that.
I did, but yeah, got rid of him. So converted to the mountain bike.
Good question. I have a Zip 2001. Do you remember this?
Yeah, the white frame.
Yep, I have one of these. Still have that. I have a Merida, because I used to ride from Merida, the magnesium one. I have Aluminium GT, my very first bike with the triple triangle. I have a Scott Addict from HTC. I have the Giant TT bike, which I won the national championships on. I have a Canyon. Canyon, I don't know what it is, mountain bike, but Canyon, I think it's Canyon. I don't know what it is. That's 5. I also have a Ridley Helium in the Ironman colours.
Yeah. Right, Marco, how many bikes have you got?
How many bikes? So technically I owe, I think, not a single bike, but obviously with team sponsors now Merida, we are equipped very well, and I will have at least 3 different Meridas during the season.
How many at your home have you got? Total bikes. You don't have to tell me the brands because I don't want you getting in trouble.
I think I only have at the moment 2 bikes at home.
I have also another Ridley with the disc version, so that's 7. I have a track bike from Sinelli, so that's 8. I have an indoor SRM training bike, if you count that.
Yeah, we count that.
Okay, that's 9.
What about a gravel bike?
I don't have a gravel bike.
Good man.
I've got a fat bike.
Okay, yeah. That's 10.
But no, I don't count it because it's a piece of.
Okay.
But I want to get another one for the snow in Czech Republic. So was that 9?
Yeah, 9.5.
9.5, 9.5. And I probably could build another bike with all the pieces I got at home.
One day I'm desperate to come and visit you at home.
I think you'd enjoy my place.
It's going to be like an Aladdin's cave. Stay tuned because we're going to have an in-depth interview with Adam pretty soon.
Sounds good.
Actually, not that many that I've got personally. Probably only about 3.
Really? I would have thought you'd have loads at home.
Yeah, no, because these are all team bikes, so they've got to give them back at the end of the year. So, I've just got a townie bike and a mountain bike, and that's it really. I actually got 2 townie bikes.
1.
How many bikes have you got at your house?
A handful. Not as many as you'd expect.
What have you got?
The gravel bike's the most important one.
Yeah.
And then a bike to stick my daughter on the back, ride around to school, and a mountain bike.
How many bikes do you have?
How many bikes? In total or different, you mean?
Yeah, in total.
In total, at least around maybe 8 or 10 bikes. If you between 8 and 10, yeah, with the track bike and the cyclocross also, the TT at home, and I roll also with this one. So yeah, that's a lot.
I don't actually own a bike. They are all from the team, but I have at home 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bikes.
Yeah. Do you ever try and keep any and not give them back to the team or not?
I kept a gravel bike that Tim and I used in November, but I asked permission to keep it. And I got a polka dot bike that I had in 2016 in the Tour.
Ah, that was a cool bike to keep, definitely.
Yeah, that one hangs on the wall in my man cave, so it gives good memories, and I always like to watch it, look at it, and think back at the memories.
All right, Lawrence, how many bikes do you have?
I think around 8 or something.
Do you ever try and keep them from your old teams or at the end of each year?
Not really, because almost every year I need to give my bike back to the team. But in Belgium the weather is not so good, so I need to have a MTB cyclocross bike, and then I have a track bike also. So yeah, I have a few.
There we are. Seems some of the riders are really into their bikes, and others, well, they're not fussed how many they can keep at home. Maybe they've got a small garage. Who knows? Right, let us know down in the comment section below. What Ask the Pros would you like us to tackle at the next event we go to? Get stuck in the comment section below. And as ever, remember to like and share this video with your friends too. Don't forget to check out the GCN shop at shop.globalcyclingnetwork.com. Now, for 2 more great videos, how about clicking just down here and just down here?